Looking for a crispy, high protein snack that supports weight loss and helps balance your hormones? Wait till you see how I turn these simple boiled eggs and mackerel fish into these delicious air fried egg rolls. So, Scotch eggs, you can call it, with no oils at all. Perfect for breakfast, lunch, or even post workout bites. And let's make this PCOS friendly guilt-free snack together. You're going to love it. So here is a crispy, cheesy, high-protein egg rolls or Scotch eggs. No oil, just clean ingredients. This fish egg wrap is a game changer for weight loss and PCOS. Let me show you how to make. So for the ingredients, we have some mackerel, some onions, some red paprika, some chives, some breadcrumbs, mozzarella cheese, some eggs, and that's just the ingredients you'll be needing for this particular recipe. So first up, assemble your eggs into the pot. You'll be boiling this for approximately 6 to 7 minutes, and then let that cool and ready to take off the shell and recipe start. Into another pot, make sure you fix your mackerel fish, assemble that into the pot, add some water. And for the seasoning of this fish, since this is the only time I have the opportunity to season the ingredients I'll be using to coat the eggs, and I'm actually on a weight loss journey, and I'm showing you how to make these healthy egg rolls or Scotch eggs. So I try to make it as healthy as possible. So the healthy ingredients, or the ingredients that makes this recipe much healthier, I added some red bell pepper. I chopped that into the sizes like this. You can decide to chop it to whatever size that you need, because my food processor will still chop this into smooth paste. So I'll be seasoning the mackerel fish with this red paprika, or you call it red bell pepper, and then I'll add some onion and then those spring onions as well for the seasoning. The mackerel fish in this recipe is rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which support hormone production and reduce inflammation, especially important for PCOS, which is the aim for this channel. It is also high in protein and vitamin B12, which helps boost metabolism and support nervous system health. It also contains selenium and vitamin D, essential for immune support and hormone balance. So the eggs in this recipe are excellent source for complete protein, rich in choline, which supports brain function and hormone synthesis. It also contains some vitamin D, B, and some healthy fats. So next we have the mozzarella cheese, which also adds calcium and protein for strong bones and satiety, which means it helps to keep you full for a longer period of time, and also helps to curb hunger, and especially when used in small portions. So next we have the breadcrumbs. It also adds texture and gives crunchiness to this particular egg recipe, and pairing it with proteins and it helps to slow down fat digestion and for better blood. So guys, let me tell you why this particular recipe is perfect for PCOS and weight loss. It is very high in protein and healthy fats and keeps blood sugar level stable. It is also low in processed carbs, which supports hormonal balance. It is very rich in omega-3s. The omega-3s in mackerel helps regulate inflammation, insulin sensitivity, and menstrual cycles. And air frying this with no added oils is equal to lighter, lower calorie, which is also very good and still satisfying, and gives the crunchiness and very appetizing and appealing to the eyes as well. and it is also it can be used as a meal prepped ahead of time for convenience. Like I said before, you can use this recipe for a breakfast, for a lunch, for a quick bite, a pre or after, preferably after workout, because it's packed with proteins for more muscle gain and more muscle building and fat loss. And you can equally eat this for a dinner, an early dinner like 5 p.m. or 6 p.m., just so that the quantity of proteins in it is able to sustain you throughout your entire evening. So the egg has cooked till it's ready, and I actually added some ice to slow the cooking process and to make it easier for the peeling and making it ready like this. So peel off the shell from the eggs and make sure the plate I am placing the eggs is dry, so that by the time the other ingredients are ready, the egg is completely dry and there will be no sliding in between, because the egg will be like the inner coating, and the other ingredients like the cheese and the fish coating will not be sliding in the egg and making it very slippery, and will not produce the right consistency. So this is the fish. So here I have to debone the mackerel fish and take out all the bones, and then set it into my food processor. If you don't have a food processor, don't worry, you can actually mash this with maybe a fork. It will still do the job for you, but the consistency, you have to do the labor a lot for you to get the right. So at this point, I'm actually taking my time to make sure that all the bones are out of it. And this recipe is equally very good and very healthy for kids. If you have kids at home and you want them to eat healthy, and probably they don't like to eat fish, they don't like to eat good cooked food, so this is a secret. You can turn this to a very healthy snack and a quick, easy meal for your child. And when the child eats just one egg, that child has eaten good nutrients that is able to sustain the child and for their healthy. So if you watched this video up to this point, what are you waiting for? Do I need to tell you to hit the subscribe button? Please do so. I'm begging you, do so. Hit the subscribe button if this video or this topic is something that interests you. I know egg is very nutrient packed and is necessary for every human being. So the ingredients I've added in this recipe, you do not need to add all of these ingredients. You can just season your fish with some salt and good seasoning of your choice. That's perfect. It's okay. And these are the necessary ingredients that I decided to use for this particular recipe, which suits my health preference and what I desire and what will give me the appetite. So at this point, I have added some breadcrumbs into the mixture to give the texture and the thickness for the coating of the egg. So now everything is ready, and I'm taking out the fish mixture into this bowl where I will be continuing the recipe from. So this is what you need to achieve. And then I went in with a little bit of sauce to give it the taste, because that sauce actually had a good taste of salt and seasoning. So I needed it to be tasteful because of the breadcrumbs to be balanced with the taste. So I then went in with some 2 raw eggs and then beat that to that texture. Then assemble my mozzarella cheese, and then first I start with the mozzarella cheese over the egg, and then with the fish coating, and then to the raw eggs, and lastly to another bowl of the breadcrumbs that gives the texture. Mind you me, I did not use any oil. All oils were from the fish. So I assembled that into my air fryer and begin to air fry that in batches. While the first batch is air frying in the air fryer, I continue coating the rest of the eggs onto the the recipe is over, until all the eggs are completely so consumed. Each batch of these Scotch eggs will be set into my air fryer for 15 minutes. Each of these goes into the air fryer 15 minutes, and be careful not to pack it, because I was supposed to put three of these eggs in each session, but I learned my lesson from this first batch. So the second batch I went in with just 3 Scotch eggs. Look at that crunchiness, and can you see the oil in that egg? I didn't add a single no oil at all. So for the dip, I will be using some Greek yogurt. I will be using some Greek yogurt dip that I will mix the Greek yogurt with 1.5 teaspoon of mayonnaise, then go in with some salt, some seasoning to taste, and then with some lemon or lime juice, and then with some lemongrass, and then mix that completely until I have this texture. So this is what I'll be using for the dip and making it very delicious. So thanks for watching my video. I will see you in my next video. Bye and stay blessed.